It's almost 2023. What the hell? And that means it's that time of the year again where the old year is coming to an end and the new year is right around the corner, and a lot of us like to take this time to reflect on the past year and set goals for the next one. I love this time because it always makes me feel like anything is possible, which sounds really cheesy, but that's just how I feel. And one thing I especially love is watching other people talk about their goals for the next year, because I find it really inspiring and it gives me lots of ideas for my own goals. And hopefully this video can do the same for you. So make yourself comfortable, which I did. I'm wearing pajamas and these nice vegetable socks. Get yourself a nice warm drink and let's set some goals. Hey and welcome back to my channel. My name is Anna and I'm a German mechanical engineer based in Sweden. Here's how I'm setting my goals for 2023. Last year I followed a very long and complicated procedure for setting my goals, which I made a 30-minute video about. This year I decided to keep it simple and only follow 3 steps. First, looking at some categories, some areas of life for inspiration. Second, brainstorming lots of goals that come to mind while looking at the categories. And third, narrowing it down to the most important goals for me right now. And with that, realizing which areas of life seem to matter the most to me right now. Which I think it's completely fine to be unbalanced in your goal setting. It's natural to care about certain areas a lot right now and not at all about others. So why force yourself to set goals in those areas? I ended up with 4 areas or categories that matter a lot to me right now. The first category is career, my engineering career. So my first career goal is to transition into a more technical role at my engineering job. I currently work as a material flow automation engineer for a battery factory, which means that I automate the flow of materials through the factory through using things like conveyor belts, automated vehicles, robots, and automated warehouses. I've had this role for over 2 years now, where I'm basically involved in the planning and building of a new battery factory. Some projects I've even completed from start to finish during that time, from doing the pre-study, designing the equipment, manufacturing, testing, installing the equipment, and then handing it over to production. I've been learning how to manage a project, what stages an engineering project typically goes through, how to negotiate with suppliers, and how to change designs to make the equipment smaller, cheaper, more efficient, simpler, and faster to produce. And it feels like it's time for me to develop into a new role, something more technical or even more technical. I basically want to use even more of my engineering skills and learn some new things. I can't really share much more at this point, but I'll keep you updated as much as I can. My second career goal for 2023 is to research at least one new industry every month. I recently made a video about 10 engineering lessons learned from Elon Musk, where I talk about how one reason for Elon Musk's success is that he deeply researches all kinds of different industries that he thinks have potential. And in the video I say this. So one thing I want to do more of is research different industries and understand which technologies they use and which breakthroughs they recently had. So I want to actually take that to heart and do a session at the beginning of every month where I pick an industry like the food industry or the semiconductor industry, and then I learn as much as I can about it throughout the month. And then I pick a new industry for the next month. I do want to share this somehow, but I'm not sure in which format. So please let me know if you have any ideas for how I could take you along. And my third career goal for 2023 is to create a personal career portfolio website. Sort of like a business card or an online CV that I can link to in my job applications, and where I can present my experiences and skills and link to other places where people can find me, like LinkedIn or my YouTube channel or websites I've built. I've been meaning to do this for quite some time now because having an online presence is becoming more and more important. But now that I've learned some basic web development and know a little bit more about different options for setting up websites, it's hopefully not going to be as daunting anymore. So let's see how that goes. So those were my career goals. Let's move on to my business goals. And with my business, I basically just mean my YouTube channel and everything that I'm building around it, like my coaching, my Discord community, and some future projects that I've got in the works. I did recently officially register this as a business, so I feel like I can call it that. The most important part of my business is obviously YouTube, and my overall goal there is to continue to grow my channel. Now, I'd love to say that I don't have a numbers goal, but honestly, growing to 10,000 subscribers is my secret goal for next year. That would be amazing. But since that's obviously not really in my control, I'd say that my goal is to take time every week to figure out how to further increase the quality of my videos, how I can come up with better video ideas, and how I can use analytics to improve my videos, which I'm not doing at all at the moment. I'd especially like to test out tools like vidIQ and TubeBuddy, which I've been meaning to try. So whether I manage to get to 10K or not. I want to do my best to deliver quality content on a regular schedule so that this kind of growth is at least hypothetically possible. My second business goal for 2023 is to start a podcast where I interview other engineers. Several people have already asked me to collaborate with other engineers or interview them on my channel. And I myself love watching in-depth podcasts that are like an hour long. Some of my favorites are The Financial Diet with Chelsea Fagan, Deep Dive with Ali Abdaal, and Working Hard, Hardly Working with Grace Beverly. I know nothing about making podcasts. I don't know if I'll enjoy it or if anyone will actually watch it, but I just want to give it a shot. So, if you're an engineer or similar in any industry and you'd be willing to be one of the first guests on my podcast, then please send me an email and we'll make it happen. And my third business goal for 2023 is to create a digital product, so like an ebook or a Skillshare class for engineering students or something like that. Because honestly, I'm using my YouTube channel and business around it to gain some business experience. Because in the longer term, like 2 to 5 years, I want to start an engineering business of some sort. And this will allow me to pick up some new skills like actually creating the digital product, setting up a shop, deciding on the price, and marketing the product. And I'm sure I could also create something useful about something that I've learned in my career so far. Feel free to send me suggestions. And yeah, it would just be like a fun, creative little project. Now, let's get to my finance goals. I always gotta have finance goals because I love taking care of my money and I love talking about it. Right now, my biggest expense is my editor, and my income is only a little bit from AdSense and the odd affiliate sale. So I'm paying about $370 a month out of pocket right now, which isn't really sustainable long term. So I want to make enough income to sustain my editor through coaching and my Discord community and other products I might build, and maybe through my first sponsor, who knows. And my second finance goal for 2023 is to save for my first apartment. I want to buy an apartment here in Stockholm together with my boyfriend. We probably won't be able to do that next year because we still need to save up a little bit more, but hopefully the year after. So considering my monthly income and expenses, I want to save 1,000 euros every month towards the apartment. And my third and final finance goal is the same as the year before and the year before that, and that is to invest 250 euros per month into exchange traded funds, or short ETFs, which is basically investing in a bundle of stocks. Which stocks are in that fund is based entirely on an index like S&P 500 or the MSCI World, and my goal with my investment portfolio is to just represent the world market. I don't try to beat the market, I don't trade, I just buy and hold, or hodl as they say on Reddit. I've been doing this every month for like 5 years and I haven't changed my strategy. It's very boring and I feel like that's how investing should be. So yeah, I just want to continue doing that. And the final category, for which I only have one goal, is education. Here my goal for 2023 is to complete all the remaining SheCodes coding courses that I've bought. SheCodes is a learning platform that offers front-end development workshops for women, and I bought their full package consisting of 4 different workshops. I already completed SheCodes Basics and I'm currently finishing SheCodes Plus. Next year I want to finish the other 2, which are SheCodes Responsive and SheCodes React, to basically learn everything I need to know to become a professional web developer. I don't actually plan to work in the field yet, but I feel like it's super handy for my business to be able to create landing pages, and in the future for being able to work together with programmers and understand their way of working and speak their language. So, what are your goals for 2023? Let me know in the comments, and if you want, you can also join my engineering Discord community, where we can all share our goals and support each other and hold each other accountable throughout the next year. Thank you so much for watching, I really appreciate it, and I hope to see you in my next video. Isn't this like the best outfit ever?